This is why you don't believe the ape that lower class black men gas you up in your mind to think that you're 12 out of a 1 and a 10, 1 to 10, instead of a 6 out of 1 to 10. See, what I was talking about with accessibility and things of that nature, this is exactly what I was talking about. See, some people will try to trash other black women and try to say that they are physically less attractive than them in hopes that people will believe it and actually believe that they are more attractive than what they are. This is what this lady does over and over again with Crystal. Crystal Swirls isn't wearing any makeup, and she's like 15 years older than you, and she's the same as you, and she's not even really, like, she's making a kind of weird facial expression there. You are all dolled up to the highest level you can be. We don't know what you look like without makeup and hair. We don't. And yes, I showed a photo of myself without makeup or hair. But the point is, you feel insecure. That's why you try and go after Crystal Swirls. That's why you try and go after Crystal Swirls in her looks. And it's weird to me, because it's like, in reality, you are fat. You're fat compared to actual thin people like myself. It's just what it is. So it's kind of odd that you would say someone else is fat when you get called fat all the time. The thing is here is that you feel you can get away with it. See, it's not about if fat is bad or fat is good, because you're hoping fat is good because you are fat. But you try to shame other people that are bigger than you because you have had that behavior done to you. You've had that behavior done where people call you fat and you feel bad about it. So you want someone else to feel just as bad as you do. On the level of facial attractiveness, well, I've shown these are pretty girls. You, on the other hand, well, your number is a 6. It's lower than 6.6. It always is. Sweetie, I have done several analysis on your photos. I've just kept quiet about it, mostly because I wanted to be nice. But the truth is that your face is not pretty. It just isn't. I'm not saying you're ugly, but it's not pretty. It is what it is. And you can tell someone is not attractive or they never were attractive in their life, in their heyday, or anything of that nature when they constantly try to go after other women and put themselves above other women because they feel so insecure about their looks. You see, Crystal Swirls doesn't really do that. She's always seemed like she was actually more secure than you. And the reason why is because, well, you're trying to compare her in her older age. Which, honestly, when she's all done up, she's still more attractive than you. It's just what it is. But she didn't really seem to have the same insecure vibes, basically, that you have. And I could tell by different interactions that you've had with other people as opposed to how she's acted. So, to me, that tells me that, one, Crystal Swirls was most likely, when she was your age, much better looking than you. Added to the fact that she is now, and she's 15 years older than you. I mean, barefaced to you, dolled up, and she's still even with you, basically. So what do you look like without the makeup? Even less, and probably a 5, which would be less attractive than her. So, to me, that's what I find weird. Like, why are you attacking other women for their looks? It's annoying. From my perspective, it's just like, as a person who's confident with my looks, I don't go after other women. I don't care if they are preferred by whoever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't. And I think that's because I don't have that competitive nature for femininity like some women do. I personally don't. To me, I'm the type of person I am, and other people are the type of people they are. They should love themselves for who they are. I love myself for who I am. And I'm not talking about looks, I'm talking about personality here. A lot of people don't like me because I'm not the most feminine woman. I'm more of a masculine woman, honestly. And I've never been apologetic about that. To me, it's always been like, I just like me for me as a person. And that's what you have to learn how to do, is love you for you, and you won't be really critical of other people for them because you'll love yourself. Why would you care what another person is unless you're trying to distract from what you are? Now, as far as looks, like I said, that works the same way. When you try and attack Crystal Swirls and say she's black men's 10th option, you're just distracting yourself from saying you are black men's 10th option. And the sad thing is, you actually want black men. So that's an internal, and it makes you really uncomfortable with that whole situation because, you're not wanted by black men. Much more than Crystal Swirls, who doesn't even want black men. I just wanted to point that out there. To me, it's annoying also when mammies like this try and act like what a black man wants is so special. I mean, like, if you've already been told that we don't prefer black men, then why the fuck are you talking about black men still? You guys can't stop thinking of that black man's dick, can you? That's all you ever are obsessed with. And you're always obsessed with the fact that he doesn't want you. So then you take it out on others and try and claim that he doesn't want them. Many of the time, he wants the other people you're saying he doesn't want more than you. And that's why you're mad. Because, think of it. A lot of mammies get mad because they aren't wanted by black men. And then there are spoilers and divestors who don't ever want a black man. And a black man still wants them. And a black man still wants us more than they want mammies like you. And so that's why mammies get all mad. And it's nothing new. This is typical behavior of you guys. This is what I complained about in one of my previous videos specific to Cynthia Chi, and how mammies get so triggered over the black man that they get mad if the black man is looking anywhere near another woman, even if that woman doesn't want that black man, and she will cause havoc on the woman just because a black man looked. Because, they stay very angry, bitter, and jealous. Jealous all day long. And that's just what I don't like. I don't like where you're trying to take down a black woman and try and say that that black woman is undesirable and all this stuff when your attractive level as far as beauty is equal to that woman. And I just proved it by, like I said, your score. Beauty is not subjective, sweetie. It's mathematic, it's a fact. And you're average at best, supposedly. But the point is, it's annoying because it's like, it's not off of anything real that that person actually even feels. That person knows that they are not more attractive than crystal swirls. They know that they're not attractive. They know they're just average. But they want to try and fool other people and make jokes so that they can tell themselves in their head that they're better, even though they don't feel better. And I hate that foolery because it's constantly like, if you could just get just a self-esteem, it doesn't matter if you're not attractive, honestly. It wouldn't matter if you were a 1. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't be cracking it at other people. Instead, you would find other things to like about yourself. Honestly, at a 6, you don't have to be angry and trying to tear apart people who are 6s just like you. Instead, you could actually be loving the person you actually are. And that's not your shell. That's who you are on the inside. Also, it doesn't help you to try and disparage someone who's fat when you are fat. It makes no sense. What all it does is it makes you not work out. It makes you slack in health. It makes you slack in trying to get your weight down and make yourself actually thin. I mean, you're closer to the goal, but no, you use excuses like fat women, like, that are fatter than you to basically feel better about being chubby. You're still chubby. That person's morbidly obese or obese, but you're still chubby. You go to the doctor, they're going to tell you you're overweight. So, I mean, to me, that's just my perspective. It's just like, if you realize certain things about you can change, like body weight. You try to shame other women for being fat, but then you don't pay attention to the fact that you had the same problem. You try to shame people for not being as attractive as you, but then you realize that person is just the same level of attractiveness, if not more, because they're barefaced and you have a whole full face of makeup. I just get tired of this. I do. I mean, like, insecure women like this just need some therapy. They need to love themselves as they are. And they need to also, find the beauty within you and find the beauty on the outside of you. You have good qualities in as far as looks. In one way or another, you can love how you look, even if you're not as attractive as, like Kim Kardashian or a Dove Cameron. But you still, can love yourself as you are. And the problem that you're having is the fact that you don't love yourself and you use other people to feel better about yourself. One other thing I wanted to talk about is another sign of an insecure individual is the whole fake accusations over and over again, saying other people's bodies are fake to feel better about your own body. It reminds me of the idea that I've always had for myself. See, I am very top heavy, and I never accuse other women of having fake breasts. The reason I don't is because I'm happy with the breasts I have, so I don't have to claim other people are fake because I don't want what they have. I'm happy with what I have. There's one thing I wish, but that's a health issue. That has nothing to do with how I look. Um, but that's just genetics. But as far as looks and how my body looks, I'm happy with it. I don't have to dog another person and say that they are fake. But you can see with this person, they constantly say people with their body type are fake. Especially white women with their body type are fake. And there's reason for that because, some black women feel inferior to white women, so they get pissed off if they have their body type and it makes them feel more angry about it, so they call them fake, basically. But the point is, when you are accusing people of being fake, it's a sign that you're not happy with what you have and you're trying to claim that their assets are fake so you can feel better about your lesser attractive assets. And you have to come to terms with that. Why do you feel your assets are lesser? Why do you feel they're less attractive? What can you do to make that better? I mean, the body is something you can change. You can exercise, you know, work out, diet, things of that nature. It can make it where you're actually happy with your body and you're not lashing out and trying to say other people are fake. But this is just another sign of the negativity on that platform. So I'm done talking about it. Thanks for watching and bye.